Now, in this video, we will going to discuss about the one more problem on a point is 20 mm behind VP lying on HP and 25 mm or in front or behind or from RPP. Draw its projections and name the side view. In this case, this problem is behind VP, so but it is lying on HP. If it is above HP, then it becomes the second quadrant. If it is below HP, then it becomes the third quadrant. But it is lying on HP, so obviously we will going to analyze for both the cases because the condition given is behind VP. Behind VP condition will going to come in second quadrant and as well as in the third quadrant. So then, since it is behind VP, so obviously it should be behind RPP. So name the side view, obviously it should be the right side view. Now we will going to see how it will going to work. So when you consider the front view, the 20 mm behind VP lying in HP. Since it is lying on HP, always the image will be on XY line here, which is 25, which is on HP. And then 20 mm behind VP. When you look from the top view, we can see the distance 20 mm behind VP. The image will be on HP. So since it is the image, or because it is lying on HP, so obviously the image will also be on the behind VP on HP. So on HP, it will go to 20 mm. And then 25 mm in front or behind or from RPP, it is behind RPP. So as we see from the front view, we can see the distance behind RPP distance here in vertical plane. And also when you look from the top view, we can see the distance behind RPP in the horizontal plane. Now when you look from the right side view, we can see the distance on HP and also behind VP. Both P and P double dash, both P dash and P double dash will be on the same line. When you rotate this, we can see here that distance is here. So wherein since VP, since it is lying on HP, so obviously it should be on XY line in the front view, and also behind VP, 20 mm behind VP. So always it will be on the vertical line because when HP is rotated, it becomes the vertical line. And then 25 mm behind RPP. Behind RPP is in both VP and HP. So from this line, you measure 25 mm and you mark this point. So draw a horizontal projector from the front view to the side view and draw the horizontal projector from P to the end of this XY, end of this X1, Y1 line. So here, this is behind VP. So this distance has to transfer into horizontal. So draw a 45-degree line where the behind VP is transferred into horizontal distance where you have the front view. On that side, you will go and get the side view. So this is behind VP and it is lying on HP. So obviously we're going to get this point here. So since it is behind RPP, so obviously it should be right side view. So this is how you will going to get this in second quadrant. So we are drawing the XY line and you mark the X1, Y1 line and then write VP, HP and RPP. Then the distance with respect to the profile plane, which is 25 mm behind RPP, is seen in both VP and HP. So from X1, Y1 line, you measure the distance of 25 mm and draw a vertical line. And again from XY line, you measure 20 mm and you mark this point. So wherein you will going to get the top view, which is behind VP. So P dash will be on XY line because it is on HP. Suppose if it is 10 mm above HP, so from XY line it will be 10 mm. So again, suppose if you are considering 5 mm above HP, then it will be 5 mm above the XY line. But as it is on HP, so as the distance with respect to HP is reducing, so the point is tending towards the XY line. So since it is on HP, so obviously the point should be on the vertical line. I mean on the XY line. So then draw a 45-degree line adjacent to HP and then draw a horizontal projector from P dash to the profile view and draw a horizontal projector from P to the 45-degree line, and from that 45-degree line you project this to the XY line because P dash is on XY line, so obviously P double dash is also on XY line. So that means it is lying on HP and this distance is behind VP. So since it is behind RPP, so obviously you should get the right side view. So this is how we can analyze this problem in second quadrant when you are considering this in the second quadrant. Now we will going to consider the same problem in the third quadrant. So what happens, we're going to see. Now we see behind VP on HP. So this is the third quadrant, HP, VP and RPP. So when you look from the front view, since it is on HP, obviously the point will be on the vertical plane. You can see here, this is the P dash. And then when you look from the top view, we can see the distance behind VP. So that distance is seen on HP. So obviously this point will going to be P. As we look from the front view, we can see the distance behind our PP. So that distance is 25 mm. So that is can be seen in the vertical plane, that is here. And also when you look from the top view, behind RPP distance also seen in the horizontal plane. Then when you see from the right side view, we can see the distance on HP and also behind VP distance. Behind VP distance of 20 can be seen here. So when you cut it and open and rotate it, so this is how it will going to take the position. So in this case, you can see the distance of behind RPP, which is seen in both VP and HP. So you can take that 25 mm and draw this vertical line. So since it is on HP, obviously the point will be on VP. So you're going to get P dash on the vertical plane. And then since it is behind VP distance can be seen in HP. So from here you will be getting the distance of 20. Then draw a horizontal projector from P dash to the profile view and draw a horizontal projector from P to the end of this line, and then draw a 45-degree line wherein this behind VP, which is for 20, is transferred into horizontal distance. And since the front view is on the same XY line, so obviously P double dash will also on the same XY line. So this condition will say that it is on HP and this distance is behind VP. So now we will going to draw it in orthographic view. So first we are going to draw the XY line and X1, Y1 line, identify the planes HP, VP and RPP. So first you take the distance with respect to the profile plane, which is 25 mm. So from X1, Y1 line you measure 25 and draw a vertical projector. Since the point is on HP, obviously the point will be on VP, so it will be on the XY line. Suppose if it is below HP, it will come below XY line. Since it is on HP, obviously it should be on XY line. Then the distance with respect to VP, that is behind VP of 20 mm, is seen in HP. So from XY line you measure 20 mm and you mark this point as small p, and then draw a 45-degree line from the origin with adjacent to HP, and then draw a horizontal projector from P to the 45-degree line, and from there you draw a vertical projector to the profile view and draw a horizontal projector from P dash, which is on the XY line. Both will going to intersect at this point, so you mark this point as P double dash, and since it is behind RPP, obviously we are going to get this as RHP. So the point P is in third quadrant. How this problem will going to be analyzed. But when you see both the conditions, you can see both the drawings will going to have the same sketch, except that the planes will going to be different. So we can, in the examination, we can solve any one of these, and then we can say the point P lies in second as well as the third quadrant. So in the solution also, when we are doing it, we will going to show either one of the problem and the other will not be shown. But here I will going to take up the third quadrant problem. That is basically because we have already solved many of the problems in the previous videos. We have solved it in second quadrant, so I'm going to solve this problem only in the third quadrant. So to do that, so first we will go to AutoCAD screen, switch off the grid mode and switch on the ortho mode, and type limits, specify lower left corner 0, 0 and type 297, 210. Then zoom all, then go to line, select some arbitrary point, select the first button of the mouse, and again take some distance and click on first button of the mouse and drag the mouse to the upper direction, take some distance and click on first button of the mouse and take enter. Then go to offset, take the distance as 297, select this vertical line and offset to the left side, and then by default exit, you enter it. Then go to offset, take the distance as 210, select this horizontal line and offset to the top side. Then go to zoom extents and then zoom 0.6x. Then go to fillet, select this vertical line and select this horizontal line. And again you take this horizontal line and this vertical line and select this horizontal line and this vertical line. And then go to zoom window, select these two and then go to the text. So you type the text here. You take a point is 20 mm behind VP lying on HP. So now we're going to type this. So go to the text, specify. So here the text, select point, take the height as 4 and take the problem number 11. So a point is 20 mm behind VP, lying on HP, and 25 mm from RPP. So here a point is 20 mm behind VP, lying on HP, and 25 mm behind or in front or from RPP. Draw its projections and name the side view. So now we are going to consider only one case, as we have many problems has been solved by using the second quadrant. So we are going to just take the third quadrant here. First we are going to draw the XY and X1, Y1 line, and then identify the planes now. So HP, VP, and RPP. Now to do that, so first we'll go to line command, draw a horizontal line, select some arbitrary point, and click on first button of the mouse, and again click on the first button of the mouse after taking some distance. Then go to previous command is line. So again you take this and draw a vertical line. So first we're going to identify the planes. So here I will take the text height as 3 and identify the planes as HP, and here VP. Always adjacent to VP will be going to be the RPP. Then go to offset. Now we will going to take up offset 25 mm and offset 20 mm. 25 mm with respect to the vertical and 20 mm with respect to the horizontal. So to do that, go to offset, take 25 mm with respect to the vertical, you offset this, then 20 mm with respect to horizontal, you select this. Then go to fillet between these two, then go to line, take int of this, then at the rate 100 less than 45, then go to line, take intersection point of this and take perpendicular to this, then you get this point. Then go to trim, select this line, cutting edge, and object to trim is this. Then go to fillet between this line and this line. Now we are going to go to zoom window. So go to break this line till here, and you break this line till here, and you break this line till here, and similarly you break this line till here. Then go to erase this, and erase this. Then go to break this from here to some distance, and then go to erase. Then go to switch off the ortho mode, then go to VP and take RPP and take HP. Then you mark the text, mark this as capital X and capital Y and capital X1, and this is capital Y1. Then you stop this, take top view, and then front view P dash, and then here you're going to get P double dash. Now we'll go for layer. Now we create the layer. Now once we want to create the layer, go to, so here first I will delete this layer. Similarly I'm going to delete this layer also. So go to new, click on XY layer, type the name, click on new, take front view, click on new, take this layer as top view, then go to new, take this layer as side view. So now we'll go to line weight. Default line weight is 0.05 and say OK. Layer XY should have 0.13. You select this and say OK. Then go to front view. The front view should have the blue color, sorry, magenta, and say OK. Then the top view should have the red color. So we're going to follow the uniform for all of my videos. We're going to have the same thing, and go to side view, click on blue color. Now here we'll change these to CH. So now we'll go for, close this, go to go to these two, go to CH, go to layer, make this layer as XY, and now here first we'll go to donut, go to 0 and make this as 3, and take intersection point of these two, and take this intersection point of these two, and take this intersection point of these two. Then go to move this x, then go to p dash, then p, then x1, then y1, p double dash, then y. Then go to, now we want to change the layers now. So this and this, I think we are already changed these two, ch, already change the xy line. So now we want to change the points now. So first we are going to take this p dash with vertical plane, go to ch, so go to layer, make this as the front view, then you select these two and you select this, go to ch, go to layer, make that layer as top view, then you select these two and this layer, go to ch, make that layer as select these two and this line, this text, go to ch, go to layer, make this as side view. Now we will go for DDIM, go to modify, so primary unit, make it as 0, then go to make this text height as 3, then align with the dimension line, centered becomes above, then the offset from the dimension line as 2, so symbols and arrows, take the arrow size as 3 and go to lines, take the offset from the origin as 2 and say OK and say close. Now we go for dim, then go to center of this, take intersection point of this and take the dimension as 25, so go to center of this, again you take center of this, you're going to get 20, and go to angular, select between these two, so here this angle will be 45 degrees, so you take this angle as 45, then go to leader, select this line, so go to leader, nearest point, so you take this and draw a ortho mode, you switch on the ortho mode, annotation option none, then go to leader, again take nearest on this, then go to annotation option none, then go to leader, center of this, select ortho off, take some point and switch on the ortho mode, and here then annotation option none, and go to dtext, and here you type RSV, right side view, then go to ch, go to layer, make this as side view and escape, and go to explode, sorry, you select this line and you select this, so it will going to erase only the leader lines and it will going to retain the arrow size. So now this is how you are going to get this drawing, and this is the final drawing. So name the side view, the side including the side view, both will going to have the same thing. So the text we are going to write the answer here, a point P, point capital P lies in second as well as third quadrant. So that's all, because all the things are same except that PP, HP and RPP will going to be changed. So that is the reason why we are going to write this. In the examination we are going to solve only this. For analyzing we have shown both, but here we have solved only by using the third quadrant. So this is how you are going to get the final solution with the same thing what we have done here. The same thing we are going to get it even here also. So this will be your final solution. Thank you.